I've actually never been drunk or smoked any cigarettes or smoked weed or done any drugs like that. Um, a lot of people are really surprised that I've never have. Uh, I've tasted a couple alcoholic beverages. I've never taken more than a sip. I mean, like tongue on it just to taste it. But I've never really had any desire to get drunk or smoke cigarettes or get high. A lot of people think this is like the most amazing thing in the world. They always ask me, how do you do that? How have you not tried? It's never really been like a choice for me. It's always been I've always since I was a kid known that I'm not gonna do this stuff. And the reason is when I was growing up, my dad my dad drank a lot when he was younger. You know what I mean? He was always fighting with my mom and everything like that. And it was when they were drunk is when they would fight the most. And as a kid, being 7, 8 years old, I understood that. I understood that alcohol was making him act different than he was. And I told myself at that age, I told myself, I don't want to ever have an excuse for me turning out the way I did. I don't want to say, oh, it was the alcohol. Even if I go to jail or whatever I become, I never want to say that it was the alcohol that made me do that, or it was a substance that made me do that. I always wanted to say it was me. It was me. Whether I was successful or a failure, it was me. And I've really not really like proud that I've never drank or anything like that. People are like proud of me for whatever reason. I think they're trying to equate it to, they've already drank and it's hard for them to quit, or a lot of people do it because of social peer pressure and all that stuff. And it's always been in my mind that no, nah, I'm good. I've never felt pressure to do it. Even though I've had a lot of friends that offer me, and a lot of people around me who offer, hey man, you want to drink, you want to smoke, da, da, da. No, it's all right. And it's not like people aren't asking me all the time. People are always asking me. I got my family asking me. I got my friends asking me. I got everybody I know who does it ask me. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's not what I want. It makes me feel like an outcast a lot. Uh, Going and hanging out somewhere and everybody's drinking and smoking and all that shit. I don't really hang out with that many people anymore, honestly. And they don't have. You feel like you can't relate to them because all they talk about is the drinking and the smoking and partying, and that was, oh yeah, I had the 2 shots of Jaeger and 6 Budweisers, all that stuff. And uh I drink Monster sometimes. You know what I mean? It's hard to relate to them. And it makes you feel like an outcast. At least it's made me feel like an outcast. It makes me feel like I can't relate to anybody. Not that we don't share similar emotions, but they don't talk about those kind of emotions. They just want to talk about the good times. I just wish that I knew more people who wanted to do different things, you know what I mean? Who wanted to actually go out and fucking play a sport or be outside, or just come over or go somewhere to hang out, and that's it. No, gotta bring fucking beer or whatever else they want to bring just to hang out, dude. You know what I mean? It gets real tiresome for me. Really. I become uninterested in a lot of people just because all you want to do is drink, dude. All you want to do is smoke. I mean, what do you what do you expect? I know a lot of my friends will be offended by what I have to say and my opinions on things, because my opinions my opinions are in direct conflict with a lot of them, a lot of their actions, a lot of the things they do. And those are just the standards I hold for myself, but I know that I can't push my standards on everybody else. Just like they can't push their standards on me. I mean, they try, but I say fuck them. I know what I want in life. I know what I'm trying to achieve. I know what I'm going to get, and I don't need anybody to tell me otherwise. I guess the only thing I really wish for is that people would sit and think about how much more they have to live for than just being under the influence of something.